It's me. I've been wondering if after all these years, you'd like to film the Behind the Screens podcast with me, Curtis.
And me, Bart.
And today, we're joined not by James. We've got Bart in the big seat. You got to step up. James is, don't know, he's somewhere today. He's a busy boy. But we have got with us today CamFitz. Now, I want to know, what fits Cam?
What fits Cam? Great question. Comedy, I suppose.
Okay.
I don't know. What fit? My clothes that I'm wearing. Well, my clothes don't even fit, actually.
I was hoping you'd go a little bit more off the wall and a bit more out there as to what fits Cam. But yeah, I don't know.
My name fits me, I suppose. Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm pleasure to be here,
I
boys.
think
Honestly, yeah.
Maybe the worst start to a podcast I've done.
It's
but
all right.
I'm excited for this. Just for those that might be unfamiliar with you and your work,
Probably are.
tell us a bit about you, what you do online, and your content.
Yeah, sort of been making TikToks for 3-4 years now. Started at uni. You probably know me first for the pitch side stuff I did. Taking the piss out of the pitch side lot. Mainly Lewis Bowden, because it's just so easy.
Yeah.
And then did like a bits and bats like impersonations. Did a bit of Roy Keane. Dabbled in a bit of Rory Jennings, that sort of thing. You know, we've all been
Two
through that.
very similar characters.
Just classic. And then what people will probably know me for more recently is the Inbetweeners videos that I did. God knows, a few months ago now. I don't know. It's all been a fever dream since then, to be honest.
Honestly,
I mean, where I am.
you're Behind the Screens pod, mate. This is the pinnacle.
You've made it.
Yeah, it's only down now from here.
It's pretty surreal.
But I feel like your content has been popping up on my feed for genuinely a long time.
Yeah.
And every time your face pops up, I don't know what I'm going to get. It's like, I feel like there's like YouTube brain rot, then there's
Italian brain rot. Yeah. AI now.
Inbetweeners brain. Whatever
Vlogging
you
Sasquatches.
honestly,
Yeah.
it's just always great.
Thank you.
We've mentioned you, actually. We mentioned you to Ollie Thomas on Wednesday. He was asking who else was coming in.
Yeah.
And he said the same thing I always think, is that your content's great. You get loads of views on loads of different things you do. But you've only got 48k followers.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I know exactly why it is. It's because I think you've got to find yourself a niche and then just plow that till it's like gone, essentially.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like the pitch side stuff, I feel like I could have kept making those sorts of videos and maybe would have gone, kept getting the views and stuff. But at a certain point, I'm just sort of beating a dead horse, and like I didn't want to do that. And then with the Inbetweeners ones, obviously when I first one did well, I was like, okay, all right, I've got to sort of jump on this. I've got no option to.
Yeah.
Made the second and third, noticed that it was going down, like every sort of series does, I suppose. And thought, right, I'll just if I'm going to do it now, I'm not going to force it out. I think the reason why I don't have as many followers as I'd like to have, obviously, is because I don't, as you say, like everything's different. So there's no consistency, which is, me being here, there, and everywhere with ideas.
Yeah.
It's definitely my own fault. Because I know I can do it. It's as you know, just getting followers on TikTok. It's just such a slog.
Yeah. It's a shame, because I feel like you create the content of someone that has loads of followers. Like, genuinely, I love it every time something of yours comes
Appreciate
up.
that.
And it's such a shame that like algorithms and the way things work.
I'm just not good at that sort of I never have been, I never will be. I just need to be better at I think I was watching Batch, and he was saying that every sort of decision with the caption and stuff, it's all like purposeful.
Like important,
yeah, like to the point where he'll do like an odd number, like 97, the 97, the accuracy sort of thing that's going around.
Yeah.
He'll make sure it's an odd number, because apparently if it's an odd number, more people are likely to get fixated.
It's all psychology, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like little things like that you need to like fine tune and be better. But I appreciate what you say, honestly, I really do. A lot of people say that, they think I should have more, and I take it as I'd rather be underrated than have, more followers and just, there's loads of people who are like, I'm not going to call anyone out. I could do.
Go on, call someone out.
Go on.
I don't know. I know.
That Behind the Screens podcast, they shouldn't have. How many is it now?
That's the Patreon.
13.6.
There you go.
But there's people out there that, that I'm not saying their content's bad, but like I think, bloody hell, how have they got this amount? And obviously that's the ego and bitterness in me.
You know what bugs me really a lot about TikTok?
Go on. Yeah.
Flipping ASMR YouTubers, like mukbangers.
Yeah.
Like mukbang TikTokers.
Yeah.
How
Still
come they
going.
have so many followers?
Yeah.
It's just like you just sit there and eat
Yeah.
And
I
talk.
wish
Yeah.
I could get paid
And
for that.
it's frustrating. I'll get an idea out. I'll write the script. I'll do all the prep. I'll be thinking, oh, this is the good concept. This will do well. And it's like shit. It doesn't do well at all. I feel like awful. And then I'll think, oh, that's a stupid idea. We'll go on and I'll do it. And it, bangs. I'm thinking, oh, what is the point? Honestly?
Yeah.
We've had that so many times. We're like,
yeah.
this is going to be a
This
terrible
is the
clip.
Literally.
Oh, yeah.
Literally.
What's the one thing that you wrote? You thought it was going to be a banger and it didn't take
do
off.
well. There's a few Lily Phillips jokes I've made.
Obviously.
Follows the podcast.
Yeah, it follows me.
Brilliant.
So
Oh, we're not better. No,
Just she obviously likes the lookers.
follows everyone.
yeah, it's natural, innit? I mean,
Yeah. Who blames her?
I've got to be honest, none come to mind because there's honestly been so many.
There's so many great videos
Honestly,
you posted.
Such like
don't do very well.
I can't even. There's so many like amazing videos out there, right? No, there's been like there's been like Lily Phillips ones. Like I've jumped onto a trend and think, oh, that's a decent maybe there's a concept or a trend. I think, oh, maybe I've got this angle on it that should do well. And it just doesn't. And usually I can tell straight away, and I'm a pussy, so I'll just private it.
Do you?
Did it happen?
If one
Did it happen?
flops,
Did it happen? Yeah.
do you actually private?
Sometimes, yeah, because I'm just so ashamed.
You're
I'm
meant to
ashamed of myself.
re-upload them, mate. Like, that's the
Yeah,
that's
just
the
re-edit
trick.
new her.
Sometimes I'll just private it because I think. Sometimes if the video's like if I'm happy with it,
Yeah.
I'll leave it up.
Yeah.
But if I know Cam, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? I'll be like, right, that didn't happen.
How many of these ideas come out when you're like pissed off?
How many when I'm pissed?
Yeah,
Oh, quite a lot.
quite a lot.
But a lot of if you went through my notes page, you'd think I've got like 7.
Come on, let's dive into the
I've got
notes
mental
page.
health issues. Well, I mean, I've got the ratings, obviously. Well, for example, so I did a Mark Goldbridge video the other day.
Yeah.
I thought I was chancing my hand because Mark was the first person to who was like a big name to follow me.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't
Oh,
know.
so let's go after him then.
Well, essentially, game's the game. I'm doing the boovie with the shirt as well. Yeah, he messaged me and said, "Oh yeah, by the way, if you wanted to do it." I said, "Oh," and then time passed. And I was watching through like one of his rage baits because United. Oh, sorry, I know you're a United fan. Hilarious. I think I've got to now. So I did it and wrote it all out. Scripts there, and then just absolutely stunk. And I watched it. I went, yeah, what were you thinking? You should not have posted that, you idiot. Do you know what I mean?
I love that.
You'd have thought that'd perform quite well because no one likes Mark Goldbridge. Not a single soul in the world like Mark Goldbridge.
I'm just thinking that this.
He's not going to see this.
I've got melons in the shop. Don't know. Map of Australia must be something funny about the map because I've written it down. Yeah, melons, baps, chicken breast, coconuts. There must have been something tit-oriented that's making you laugh. Preceded by Vegemite underneath that.
That sounds like a great night, to be honest.
Doesn't it?
Sounds like a ramblings of a madman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, honestly.
So, your process then of coming up with ideas, like you've got this unhinged notes doc.
Yeah, I think
How do you make this content?
So what I think, either like I'll see a trend or I'll see anything and think, oh, is there an angle I can do here, without I guess forcing it, if that makes sense. And then most of the time it's when I'm like, yeah, lying in bed with this, and I'm thinking, oh, that's like last night I made a Moussa Dembele video.
Yeah.
It popped up in my head because I remember all the footballers like going on about Moussa Dembele. It's
Literally-
can we settle down on Moussa Dembele?
Exactly. The video before in my feed this morning was Sky Sports saying like of him at the Ballers League, best player in the world. He fell over about 3 times in the
Settle down
clip.
it. He's gliding past JJ.
But whenever you hear of any
Yeah.
big name footballer talking about like the hardest player to play against,
Yeah.
Every
oh, it's
time.
Moussa Dembele.
Yeah.
Time.
What's so good about this man?
And that just came. I'm not gonna act like I'm a
This is some
just
philosophical.
divine intervention. Like get
comedy
visited.
gods planted it
Just
upon you.
all this video if you can. And I made that, and then like that's doing like reasonably well.
Yeah.
And then most of the time, like I'll be sat at night thinking, like just a constant. Yeah, where's this
No
going?
idea
Yeah,
where
yeah.
that was going to go.
And then things just pop into my head, or like I'll maybe read culture news, keep up to date with
Don't
that.
lie to us.
I don't do that. I don't watch the news. Yeah, and
You
then
make it.
Yeah. I tried to put a spin on it. I suppose I've only got like I'm not like massive. I'm not. I don't think of myself as being really good because I think there's loads of people better than me. Of course there is, but
Oh, so humble.
you know you got to be.
That's not what you were saying before the cameras were
Yeah.
rolling.
Can you make sure that it stays in, please?
So
Yeah.
you are obviously you're still working as well, aren't you? So
Yeah.
you're not doing TikTok full time.
Yeah.
2 questions.
Go on.
Let's go back to the work part
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
So what are you doing work-wise?
So this what makes my life even harder. I don't know how much I can actually say about this.
Okay.
Because what I'll say is I'm a civil servant,
Okay.
so I can maintain my aura. And honestly, my job is the most boring. I spend my days at work just writing.
Right.
On a whiteboard.
Oh, yes, no, I'm on. Yeah,
It's like the Bart Simpson.
yeah, just in blood and shit on the walls, like classic Cam in the corner. Yeah, but it's just the same thing.
I will not.
I will not make skit videos.
I will not
anymore.
make a Mark Goldberg again. I will not, yeah. So that sort of gets in the way. It's just getting in the way now. I'm planning to move. I'm actually looking for a job. I'm planning to move down to Brighton.
Oh,
That's where
okay.
my
The
girlfriend's
home
moving to.
of like half of the TikTok.
I know that's
world
what I
as well.
thought. Yeah, and hopefully get a job in London just so I can commute.
Can you drive?
I can.
That makes 2 out of 3 on the table.
Yeah.
Every episode I get this.
Hold that.
I had to renew my provisional a couple months ago, which is one of the most humbling things you can do.
You know what? You're not alone in this because my girlfriend has to do it as well.
Yeah.
She's the second person I will ever know in my life
Yeah,
to renew a provisional.
I have decided after all of these years that it is time to start. So
It's not going to happen, mate. You're like 28 now.
I drove a car the other day.
Did
so,
you?
Yeah.
Lucy let you drive a car, did she?
Yeah, she did. It was-
Dodgems don't count, Curtis.
yeah, all right. I mean, I hit as many as I normally would at the fair, but no, it was just around a little retail park. But
It's going to say children.
Oh, around the car park.
literally,
Yeah.
because I basically I had about 16 hours of lessons.
Okay.
I was being a knobhead. I was
Yeah.
drunk, and I not behind the wheel. Just
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
clear, I, being an annoying little brother, tried to high five my brother particularly hard, so hard that he moved his hand out the way.
Oh, no.
I hit the cupboard and I broke, I think it was 6 bones across my hand, like absolutely just destroyed my hand. That's how much of a twat I am.
How do you break 6 bones?
Trying to
in a
high
cupboard?
five my brother, yeah. I was making a cup of
Paper
tea.
mache, what's going
Yeah,
on?
honestly, I'm just that strong, mate. That
Yeah.
you
Just like
should have
power.
seen the cupboard.
The force of it.
But I was trying to sober myself up and like make a cup of tea after, and I was trying to squeeze the tea bag.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
hand literally like it just couldn't
Imploded.
do anything.
Yeah.
Long story short, didn't have any lessons for a couple of weeks. Quit YouTube, moved to London, lived in the centre of London.
Yeah.
Then didn't need to drive.
There's no need.
I have needed to drive
Oh,
for
really?
probably 3 years now.
You've got a child.
Yeah, I've got a child, but luckily, you know, there are.
Luckily, you've got a girlfriend. That's
Yeah.
right.
And
Flexing.
but the best thing is, anywhere we go, I can have a drink.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually brilliant. I never have to drive. I might actually reveal that I can drive, and secretly I've just been saying all along.
Plot twist.
Yeah, but purely
to do
because
that.
of the abuse I get on this pod, I've just got to
probably
sort
time.
it out.
Although Ricky Gervais said, didn't he? He said, you don't drive because he doesn't drive, Ricky
Yeah.
Gervais. And it's like, oh, why do you drive? It's like, well, you can't drink.
Yeah.
So what's
He's
the point?
also a millionaire, so
Yeah,
he
yeah,
just gets-
Why would he need to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, manifesting.
Yeah, well,
Manifested.
Yeah.
Did you not watch Joey Barton 95 card rating video?
I thought you were going to say something else then. No, you know, watch the Common Sense podcast.
oh, we had that. We were talking about it the other day.
I subscribe to their Patreon, actually. So
That makes 2. You and James.
Me and Joey. Yeah. Subscribe to his own one.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what I was asking
So
you.
the gamer can't drive.
Brilliant.
Job.
Brilliant.
It was
Oh,
job.
yes.
We
Job.
spoke about
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
We spoke about the job.
Is how far away do you think you are from being able to turn like content and comedy into a job?
I've got to be honest. I think I'm a bit. I've started to get like brand deals here and there. I did one in between I did for Sky, which was like my first ever like one, which was like
That's massive.
Yeah, I know. It was honestly, I was like, are you sure?
Did you get the right email?
Yeah, I've started to get a bit more through, which is like good. Which again is surprising because I don't see myself as like that level yet. I think a reason why I'm so humble is because I don't think I have the backing yet to have that sort of confidence, if that makes sense.
Is there any brand deals that you just had to fully turn down?
Oh, yeah.
Can you talk about it?
If you want to, you can name names. But you don't have to.
There's a few like live chat stuff that have come at me.
Oh, yeah.
And you haven't done your research.
Live chat, yeah?
Yeah, you know you. Yeah.
Okay.
What's that? Omegle's making a comeback. We need you to be the face of the Ran cam.
No.
Need your dick to be the face of the Ran. and I can't. Yeah, it's like I looked it up and it was like a proper company. It's like an Indian one, and I was like, I don't know if I can. They were offering like, and this I'm new to this, so when they're offering money, I don't know what I should offer.
Yeah,
I don't know how much I'm worth.
yeah.
My sister's got on ChatGPT going, Cam, $5,000 easy. I'm like, oh, Cam.
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
It's great, but also
I'm not.
you need to know like to sense check it.
Yeah, of course.
So in that sort of situation, it's useless.
So there's like a few times where they've gone like, oh yeah, we want exclusivity with a certain thing. Where
Yeah,
basically
get in a category.
Yeah, you make us videos for a month or two, and I was like, I don't know about that.
That's what happened to a YouTuber years ago. Was it Bart Frank or something like that? He used to make like comedy music videos. What are they called? And then he got like signed to a Chinese company and signed his life away.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes me paranoid. That sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, not to do the hard sell on you, but that's why people like me exist. Who,
Yeah.
You know, I've seen more contracts than probably had hot
bet you
dinners,
have.
and
Yeah.
you wouldn't believe some of the things that some brands do try and sneak in. And there's so many stories, especially back in like the early days of YouTube, where it was just the Wild
Free for all.
West and
Yeah,
people
yeah.
do all sorts of stuff. But even the other day, FaZe Clan got someone to sign something and snuck a clause in intentionally that was like, we get 95% of your earnings for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Just as they voided it after.
Yeah,
It was almost as a joke for a piece of content. But in a 32-page contract, like you just don't know what
Fine print, like proper fine print.
Yeah.
Like you say you read the terms and conditions.
It's like the South Park. Have you seen the South Park episode where Kyle doesn't read the Apple terms and conditions? You talk to a human centipede.
It's like Cat in the Hat as well. I went for Cat in the Hat. You went for
Yeah, I
South
was gonna
Park.
say, I love that.
Bit of a vibe there. He just whips it out, just endlessly going. Yeah, there's been a few like that who've like, and I think I'm just been a bit hesitant.
Yeah. Yeah,
No.
rightly so.
Yeah, because I just don't know what I'm generally don't know what it's if they're gonna sneak something in, as you said, or if I'm gonna make a video that just doesn't fit with like what I comedic sort of stuff that I want to do.
Yeah, you
know
want
what
to
I mean?
do brand deals that are like relevant to your content.
Fit. Yeah, they sort of fit.
You don't be doing like, well, I'm not gonna name anyone's. but-
Authentic and
Yeah,
organic.
authentic.
They're the buzzwords.
It's just
but-
it's just work jargon, and it's what we do.
So you obviously like you've been doing this for quite a while. now.
Yeah,
Like, I've been seeing you pop up. When did you start, and was there like a plan behind it, or was it just I'm going to see if this is funny?
It started. I think like most people, I was bored to fuck over COVID. I was at uni. I was at home. Everyone was at home. So I just started just going on TikTok as anyone did, going through thinking I can do this. Like, so I sort of made vines back in the day.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, okay, this is like the new generation. Did what everyone does. I made a few YouTube like football videos back in the day as well.
Who didn't?
Yeah, pro clubs sort of thing. And I thought, yeah, it's always something I've always wanted to do. And then for the first few years, I didn't really take it that seriously. The past couple of years, when things have started getting a bit bigger, I think, oh, actually, I can actually do this.
Yeah.
I still don't know if I can do it because I'm pulling my hair out most of the time. But
What did you study at uni? Was it relevant to like content?
I did screenwriting.
Oh,
at
did
uni.
you?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, and I did a master's in that at Leeds Uni as well.
Okay.
That was over.
Oh, you went to
Okay.
Leeds for both.
I went to Liverpool for my undergrad.
Yeah.
and then so I'm an Everton fan, and then that's literally the reason why I went. And then Leeds, for my
Good uni there. Good party city.
Oh, Liverpool's great. Yeah,
I was gonna say Leeds.
Oh, Leeds is great as well, to be honest. But I was it was at home because it was COVID.
Oh yeah.
Stinker.
The era of booking tables to go to a box standard pub. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
People
that
still do book tables though, which is a bit of a qualm for me. Are you pub table bookers?
London, sometimes you have to. It depends
You have
where.
to.
Central London.
Yeah,
yeah.
if it's like Saturday afternoon, sometimes you
sort of
want to
have
be,
to.
want to be safe. But I hate it. I want to just turn up.
I get it in a big city, but like you get it where I'm from. I'm from Weatherby, just outside Harrogate, and you get people booking like at the local pub.
Just annoys me
What
when
are
you
you
go
doing?
in and there's for hours the little thing on the table.
Karen,
and
7 o'clock.
it's
It's
just
like
and
what? And it's like there's a football game on, and they've sat right next to the TV.
Exactly.
It's like
There's-
brilliant.
Man marking all the tables.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, literally gay compressing the table. Honest to God. And then like you sit there, you think, oh, I'm going to clear it, and it's always hidden in the corner, and it's like you put it back. It's like Sheila 7:30. It's like
basically
Yeah.
like the Philip Lahm of pubs, just always there.
it's just
ready for
everywhere.
you.
Just will you piss off?
You think you've broken the press? No,
It's like
he's wearing-
Prime Busquets just holding up play.
the Kante, just will you piss off and go like honestly. Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know where this podcast is going to go throughout because I'm loving the tangents. So I'm going to try to bring us back.
Yeah.
You so you went to uni, you studied screenwriting.
Yeah.
has the goal always been like to get into like comedic stuff? Did you always know that you were funny?
Ooh, I got beaten up a lot in school.
I've actually got a question in here about school. Hang on.
I got beaten up a lot.
Did you actually?
So,
yeah, 'cause I used to just.
I was going to say, what type of person were you in school?
So I got beaten up a lot because I didn't hit puberty till I was 17, 18. That's not even a joke.
I didn't mean to laugh.
No,
It was
honestly,
just such a good answer.
Honestly, I was like 5'2" until I was about 18.
Still
At
am,
there's a photo of me at uni, right? You're thinking, what is this 12-year-old boy doing at Freshers Week? And I got beaten up a lot because all the big kids used to say shit. So my sort of equalizer was, well, you know, you're fat, mate. Or whatever the comment was. I went to a bit of a rough school, so it's sort of you needed to. But I ended up getting beaten up a lot. But it's just character building, isn't it? I like to think about the comedy beating into me.
That often is the case with the funniest people.
You have to have something, otherwise, you know. 'Cause my logic was, I'd rather get beaten up and hurt his feelings than just get beaten up. So I may as well just get something in there.
Yeah.
Just to hurt his feelings, or he hurts my body. Yeah.
Maybe that was what caused it, though.
Possibly, yeah. There was sometimes I was like, I'm getting beat up thinking, yeah, this is pretty
I deserve
this
that.
is fair enough, this one, yeah.
Quite valid.
I had friends, I'm not going to act like I was getting, I didn't get bullied, it's just the big chavvy kids like used to go, come on, Cam, come here. It's like, oh, is it my 5 o'clock, is it? Yeah, bang. Yeah, I've got a feeling I've got a receptionist for my beat ups. That was basically it during school. And then, I started getting, I was into history, a bit English literature, like you said. I had a bit of a twabber teacher as well.
Yeah.
I wasn't really interested in novels. I just loved films growing up. Film and TV, just all over it since I was a kid, really.
You got a favourite film?
Favorite film, comedy, Hot Fuzz. Favorite film in general, Good Will Hunting. I don't know why I did that way around.
Yeah.
Why did I go comedy?
Yeah. Film Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
You're a comedy guy. You've got a lead with what you know.
Yeah. And then started to get more into that.
Yeah.
Thinking like, well, how can I actually get into the industry? Because I never really thought performing would be for me. I didn't really do drama. I didn't do anything like that. It's not that I didn't want to. It's just that, you know, in school you sort of just funneled into university. So my logic was, why do I need drama? I just want to go to uni.
Well, a lot of people that do drama that end up just being extras for like 10 years.
Yeah.
So
It's so hard.
And
It's really
there's
hard.
actually quite a lot of actors that haven't even done the theatre route.
Yeah.
And they've still, you know, done really well for themselves.
Yeah.
We had Sam Cornforth on here.
Yeah.
A couple of months ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
He, put everything into being an actor. He paid a lot, couple different drama
Thousands,
schools. He was on an agent's books, all these different things, and he was getting nothing. So he said, right, I know I can write. I know I can act. I've got the chops to do it. And now he is getting opportunities thrown at him.
Yeah.
He can also do whatever he wants on his channels, but there still is just the knocking on the door now for these bigger roles and bigger opportunities. And it's more about doing than learning and
I've got a friend who's an actor as well in London. It's a similar story. I think it's a similar story for 90% of the minutes.
Oh, yeah.
You
work a second job.
you waiter, whatever it is, flogging a dead horse. So I think
interesting job that.
Yeah.
What do you do? Just flog dead horses.
Just flogging dead horses, mate. Yeah. I think like you just said there, like taking control of yourself. I did screenwriting, and to be honest, it was quite bleak at uni. You with these like all your professors and stuff, they're failed.
Failed film.
Most of them are failed.
I always think that. If you're a professor at uni, why aren't you doing what you are an expert in?
And basically, you get fed this like, honestly, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop trying, blah blah blah. And then like and they're trying to be edgy by saying that good things are just bad things to make themselves.
Yeah, and always like in their 50s, so they have strange taste.
Yeah.
It's never like, well, you never went uni, but
No.
we have a similar
I went
trajectory.
to
I did film production.
Did you really? Yeah. So I think everyone was like sort of, it's always bleak.
Yeah, and it's always the group of kids that like smoke outside and like the emos that have like the art house films that do the most well. No one's gonna watch that shit.
It's like, I remember my first like seminar online. It's like going through what's your favorite film. I think I just said Good Will Hunting, and you can see the sort of
yeah.
It's not some French
and white.
avant-garde on that film.
My name's Tram with a T. It's like, here we go. What's your favorite Italian film? Yeah. Black and white, is it? Yeah. What is? Yeah.
It's not the 1934 version of Dracula,
Let's
is
settle
it?
down.
Yeah.
Let's settle down. Sorry, I'm going. Into
No, I love it. I want to go on as many tangents as we possibly can.
And then I've left uni, and then I've written like student films, that sort of thing. Done that. It's as you said, like
mate.
again, knocking on the door. Knocking on the door. It's like it's just who you know and stuff.
Have you ever tried actually like releasing some of your short films and stuff?
So I've had this script I've had for like 5 years. I wrote it like over COVID, and
Can we get a bit of a sneak about what it's about?
It's like it's like a combination of Mr. Robot
Okay.
and like sort of fresh meat sort of thing.
Okay.
So a guy that's just left uni, doesn't know what he's doing. It's I read it back and think you're a wanker. You're a wanker.
But it's one of those things until you like
Yeah.
can see it on screen.
Yeah,
it's either going to be.
I said to my friends, I know it would be a good concept. I mean, there's so that you go on Netflix now, the amount of dross that's on there.
Oh, mate, yeah.
I don't know if I can say the German leader. Have you seen the show about like him, like a sitcom of him coming back?
German leader.
I don't know if it's going to get flagged. It's like a genuine show on Netflix where he comes back. He's been like frozen, and he comes back, and it's like him in modern times.
I have never even heard
that
of that.
got greenlit. I was thinking, so what we doing?
Is it positive? Like, or
I don't think so.
okay,
Yeah, I
all
don't
right,
think so.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Can't wait to give it a watch.
Oh yeah, I've tried to watch that. Yeah.
James has already blocked out his
Straight
way.
on Letterboxd. Yeah. This is overhated, this film. Just trying to be edgy. Really like.
He's
really
just
good performance.
misunderstood.
Wait, I love how every time one of us is not here, they just get bullied.
Yeah,
Like,
well, that's got to be done.
last week it was you, today
Yeah.
it's James.
Game's the game.
The game
Yeah.
is the game.
Yeah.
So like your vision before you got into making content, like what part of the industry did you think you were going to be in? Did you want to be like a writer? Is that
Yeah, I wanted to be a writer, and then as I've got older, I've sort of been more interested in like what Bart's doing, like producing, getting back good behind the camera.
Don't bother, mate. It's hell.
just to get better, like the technicalities
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything. And then obviously, getting used to being on camera and stuff. I'm more comfortable just writing. I think that's just my bread and butter.
Yeah.
But I just want to get better at just every aspect, I guess.
Do you know what I find interesting? Not to like blow smoke or anything.
No.
We get different types of people coming on here, and I often find people who write skits and just skit comedy, it can go one or two ways. Sometimes in this setting, it's really difficult. It's really awkward because they don't have the time to be measured and considered and think, right, that bit is the time, because it's margins with when you're writing comedy.
really
You're finding the smallest bits. I didn't know how it was going to go with you today. I thought naturally you do seem quite naturally funny, and I can just tell.
Is he flirting me on?
Yeah,
camera?
listen, afterwards, me and you. But no, you are suited to this sort of thing, 100%. Like it's quick, it's fast wit, and I think you'll be fine and do very
So
well.
me and Curtis are going to go shag now. If we can cut this off now, that'd be great.
Yeah.
So I've got a full-on chopper right now. I'm full-on. I'm hard as...
Such a lemon.
And
I'm
welcome
full
back
sail.
to
I'm
the
full
Behind the Screens
sail.
podcast. That was a good 13 seconds.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Stand-up comedy is always the thing I wanted to get into as well.
That was going to be my next question.
I've written things. Aiden, producer on Rufus Rice, he's always telling me to do it. He's had a few open mics, but I'm just a massive pussy.
Yeah.
And I think the reality is you've got to fail to get better at it.
Oh yeah.
And I'm
says that, don't they?
just unwilling to go
Fail.
up there because it's just like, what's the point of it?
I don't know
You know
if
what I
you've
mean?
seen, but we had Ali Woods a couple months
Yeah,
back.
he's really-
and
he's funny.
he said the
Yeah,
same.
yeah,
he
he's
says the
like-
same thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
failure is just a thing in comedy. Like
just
not
the way it
everyone's
is.
gonna like your jokes.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
On
I
the
like
spot,
Hotwoods. Yeah, go on.
you've got to go and do stand-up after this. What is your opener?
I do actually have an open.
Come on, let's hear it.
Like, so it was always my first time. It was going to be. I'm new to this. I'm quite hit and miss. Like Chris Brown on an off night.
That's so bad.
Yeah,
That's my
good.
opening one.
Do you know what? Interestingly, Chris Brown has been
A big,
he's
big talking point
been
here.
very relevant in this podcast.
Yeah.
No, particularly in this room. We launched merchandise for someone last week.
Yeah, Chris Brown.
No, honestly, you won't believe this.
You won't
We
believe
launched-
this.
We
Go
launched
on.
merchandise.
Yeah.
It's going live at 5 p.m. on this
4
that-
p.m.
on
It was
that
meant to
day.
go at 4 p.m.
4 p.m. 2:30. I get a call from the supplier. We're sat here. I'm like designing the website, about
Yeah.
to put it live. So Chris Brown has just bought 250,000 of the blanks from the manufacturer for his tour. They're not going to be able to make any more for a couple of months, so we have to use a different blank. And I'm like,
Deadly serious. Mate.
okay. I had to then deliver the news
Yeah.
to it was Cursed Brother, one
was
of our
here.
talent, who was sat in that
I
scene.
like Chris Brown.
And I was like, so sorry, mate. Chris Brown has ruined your merchandise
Sorry,
today.
ruining someone else's life, hasn't he?
Yeah. Mate,
Classic
for a
Chris.
change-
You should have.
For a change, it was a white man he attacked.
You should have seen it because Curse Brother sat here with like 5 siders down, like just taking a piss.
Yeah.
And he's down on his
Honestly,
laptop, like
I
cracks
went
his phone.
through so many stages of grief in that
Crazy.
afternoon.
Yeah, good story
Um,
though. I know it's not great at the time, but it's
No.
a great story, isn't it?
Oh, we made
Yeah.
it. We made it.
Yeah.
We made it work.
So that's my
Um,
opening.
In fact, you know what? This is the type of tea that he bought out.
He likes,
Yeah.
okay.
So just in case anyone wants to get Chris Brown a gift. Not
Don't
sure.
think he deserves one, Curtis.
And also, fuck you, Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Chris
No,
Brown.
good-
Yeah.
Very, very valid. Anyway,
I've actually got a question for you.
yeah, save me there,
Hit
please.
me, hit
mate.
me.
Elliot Cass, dude. You know him?
I do know Elliot Cass.
I feel like you and him are on a very similar trajectory and the same sort of like comedy, same sort of vibe.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you start at the same time?
I think so. Yeah. People say I look like him as
I was
well.
gonna say,
I
is it
said the
the
same thing.
I get Stephen Tries a lot,
Oh,
and I got like I used to be called like my mates. I used to work at a bar. They used to say I was like the love child between Joe Weller and Stephen Tries. And my looks.
Yeah,
I was like,
these
not sure if
aren't quite.
not sure if
big
that's a
enough
compliment, to be honest.
Yeah.
I love Stephen Tries, but
Two very successful, very funny people.
of course, yeah. I mean, it's the worst things to be compared to.
Yeah.
But yeah, Elliot Cass. He's he's sort of like ships in the night,
Yeah.
sort of thing. Where he's been on like
The fellas, right?
he's been on Fellas.
Yeah.
He's been on Radio Rufus. Just doing. He's bigger. Than
Yeah.
me. He's.
I mean, he's not that much. He's only like he's on 100K, and I feel like you
Yeah.
guys have the same sort of comedy. Have you ever like
Yeah.
looked at his page and be like, "Oh, I should have done that"?
Yeah, he's a really funny guy. But if you're watching this, Elliot, should you fancy it? I don't know. See a bit of a collab. I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know what
Where's
you were
this going?
offering him.
Well, I'm
then.
already shagging you, so I can't shag Elliot.
Mate,
I think that you and
2025.
So, yeah.
you and him
Yeah.
definitely will make like some good skit.
Well,
videos, like-
I did a few like rugby ones
yeah.
with my, I keep saying Aiden's name, so I'm in love with him. I might be. Yeah, I did a few rugby ones with him,
Yeah.
and then he's messaged Aiden saying, "Oh, I like this video." So if it ever comes, I'll do it. I'm also meeting later on today Tosh.
Tosh?
He does like, Vic Star impersonations.
I have a mate who we all call Tosh, so now that's just really.
His name on TikTok is Toshua.
Toshua.
He did a video the other day.
I think I know who you're talking about. but-
I think you might recognize him. He did a video like of an Indian guy tasting fish and chips for the first time, and he switches his accent. It's actually really funny.
Oh,
yes,
I
this
love
guy's
this
brilliant.
guy.
Really funny.
He's
When he does
great.
he does the delivery driver accent.
Yeah. So
He's
we were
great.
so that we were gonna. I've written a script for if 4 Lines was set in 2025.
Oh,
Excellent.
fantastic.
So I was gonna be the copper, Benedict
Yeah.
Cumberbatch's character, and he's gonna be Wadge.
Mate, he is so
I've
good.
literally got the copper outfit in the bag.
Brilliant. So didn't bring it. You brought a jumper
I brought
and
a
a copper outfit.
copper outfit because I'm a gigolo.
28 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh no, that guy's
he's-
great.
Mate,
Yeah,
I
he's
feel like
good
you guys are just spawning out of nowhere. Like all
Yeah.
the like skit TikTokers, man.
New generation.
Yeah, new
Even though I'm
generation.
27 years of age.
Oh, it's the break.
My prime icon.
COVID took like 4 years.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say.
I'm
So,
25.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
So there's definitely for you, I think, like content and being in front of camera is where you need to stay. I feel like it's your future. Not to tell you how to live your life, but if we look back at content over the last however many years, I feel like you are very tapped into what I would call YouTube brain rot content,
Oh.
including obviously the Gamer Can back in the day, but
Subscribed?
YouTube brain rot. It's like it's iconic.
Yeah.
What for you like epitomizes it? Who is the ultimate like brain rot creator that's so easy to rip into?
Theo Baker.
Yeah.
Theo Baker's. I like Theo Baker a lot, but it's so easy to take the piss.
What do you think it is about him?
Just him. Just his like voice. He's got a very like unique voice. His mannerisms make
Lack
me
of
laugh.
hair.
Yeah.
Well, it's coming back.
So, it's all that sort of thing, and obviously taking the piss out of running these days is so easy.
Yeah.
Like the whole Strava angle is great. Obviously, 'cause he's so into that. It's just so good.
It's got a great opinion on marathon.
Fucking
Go on,
pointless. They
go
just
on.
have like, who are you running from? That's the whole thing.
I had a video idea where it's like you've told a Strava user that you've not recorded your marathon on Strava, and they're just like having a mental breakdown. You know the Family Guy cutaway where it's like he replaces his "I can't believe it's not but" with regular butter.
yeah.
And he's like,
He's going crazy.
He's just like, that was my idea. Yeah, Theo Baker. I'm trying to go through back through who I've like.
Well, I had put on this list to ask you about Thogden.
Oh my god, yeah, Thogden. Wow. Yeah. I feel bad sometimes. This is why another reason why I didn't want to keep doing the pitch side stuff and all that, because it's like at a certain point it's like, okay, just calm down. I don't think they deserve
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think Fogden, I feel bad sometimes because sometimes I'm like, all right, okay, like that advert he did for the Newcastle like, well, we should the parade. We should go to Saudi Arabia.
Oh, I didn't see
Did you
that.
not see that?
No.
Oh, so it's like an advert with his dad, and he goes, it's like obviously staged. It's like it's on about the Newcastle winning the League Cup, and it's like, oh, we should go to Newcastle to enjoy it. And then Bogdan goes, oh no, we shouldn't. We should go to the casino in Saudi Arabia. And it's just the worst thing.
Like poorly delivered.
Yeah. And it's just like so obvious that he's getting
It's
paid
an
out,
angle,
obviously.
Do you think he's self-aware?
I saw. You asked this, Volley Thomas, didn't you?
Yeah.
I was thinking this on the way down. I
just feel like I
don't
need
think
to
he
get
is.
to the bottom of it, so I'm going to ask everyone.
I don't think he is. I think he's fully. I think that's just who he is. I think obviously he's an exaggerated version on camera. I guess everyone is.
Yeah.
It isn't that clip of him going, "Oh, guys, it's just football. It's just football." It's like I think that's genuinely him.
I
think that's genuine.
It's
That's
so obscene that I just hope
it's not.
that it's
Yeah.
not.
Well, he's probably on the spectrum a little bit or something.
Yeah, it will,
yeah,
it will be.
Yeah,
It will be.
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
the clapping.
Oh,
When he thinks he's the one in charge of the. And then when that kid, you didn't mention it, when the kid gives him the glove.
Yeah.
Have you seen that clip?
Yeah.
A kid gives him a glove when the Bolton player's like, "Oh, look what I've got this glove."
And he just takes it.
He goes, "Oh, is this for me?" And the kid's like,
No.
uh,
So I
he goes-
got it from the goalie.
and
Thong's like,
Thong's like, "Oh, cheers," and just sort of turns around and just carries
walks
on.
off with it.
And you see the kid in the background like,
the thing that makes me think that maybe it isn't intentional is
Yeah.
because if it was, I feel like that edit would be different.
it's you know, like when you watch like Alan Partridge and stuff. We watch behind the scenes on that sort of thing. Everything's meticulous. Every little look at the camera, that sort of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Meticulous.
Yeah.
With Thogden, I think that's just naturally just him.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's going to be times where he's exaggerating himself. I mean, there's a clip where Messi scores a goal for Inter Miami, and like it's obviously
I saw
the
that.
crowd, which aren't the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the camera, it's like he scored a goal. It's a great goal, but you can't really hear like a limb.
A roar,
yeah. And the camera just pans around, and he's just like. The American fans are going, "Who the hell is this guy?
Who's this guy?
Who the hell is this guy here?"
You mentioned Partridge there. I'm going to
Yeah.
completely
Bit of Partridge.
change the topic.
Oh, go on.
And I've got
yeah.
a blind ranking for you. I want you to rank them.
Okay. Yeah.
Rank them from 5 to 1
Okay.
of UK. Are they all UK? They are all UK sitcom characters.
Some characters.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So we're not looking at sitcoms.
Okay. Okay.
So
I'm trying to think of some now. I've,
Well,
got, I've got my 1 and 2.
no.
Oh,
This
have
is
you already
your,
got
this,
them?
this is your blind ranking.
Oh,
so this isn't your 1 to 5.
Okay.
As this isn't your top 5.
Okay, yeah.
Let's take this out of the
Yeah,
pot
yeah,
for a
yeah,
sec.
yeah.
I'm going to list 5.
Okay,
You need
cool.
To tell
Oh,
me
cool.
where they go.
5 being
Cool.
the worst, 1 being the
Yeah,
best.
yeah, yeah. Cool.
Right. So blind ranking UK sitcom characters.
Okay.
I want you to start off first with Del Boy,
The OG.
chandeliers and open bars.
Yeah. Legendary at poker. I'm going to put him in 4.
4.
I'm going to put him in 4. Yeah.
There are so many good characters.
Yeah, I know. I love Del Boy, but I'm going to put him in 4. 1 because I'm not that. I love Ollie Falls and Horses, but it's not my generation.
Yeah, it's old gen, innit?
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
Xbox, the original Xbox. Yeah, I'm more of a 360 sort of guy. Yeah, I'll put him in 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
David Brent.
1.
Just have to think of
Wow.
it.
Easy,
Wow.
easy. Yeah,
Interesting.
You don't know what's coming up though. Like,
yeah. I honestly, I think he's the greatest. Yeah, I think he's the greatest British character.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so.
I want to expand on that after this list.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting. Alan Partridge.
I love Alan Partridge. There's been a lot of shit though that they made. A lot of shit.
I know it's your list,
Yeah.
but for me, Partridge, it just like growing up, it just didn't quite
I
do it.
completely
for me.
agree. Yeah. As I've got older, I've learned to love it like it
Yeah,
more.
exactly.
I've watched like, old clips of him on like Brass Eye and the week. Is it the week this week or something like that? The Day Today, I think it was called, where he was like the sportscaster.
Yeah.
You know, does all the goals and stuff. Goal.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's a great clip.
And is it Tim Key?
Tim
Is
Key.
Like, he's a lot of the brains behind.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh,
a lot of good-
Tim Morris, the guy who wrote.
No, I was thinking Tim Key, who's in a lot of the Partridge
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the sort of brain. He's this psychic Simon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna put Alan Partridge 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Safe
put him
bet.
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you got left? You got 2 and
2 and 5.
2 and
Banking
5.
that someone's shit.
Oh,
Please be serious.
Mark Corrigan.
Oh, I'm gonna have to gamble and put him 2 because there's no way he's going 5. Who have you got? Who have you got else now?
Jay Cartwright.
Oh
So, Inbetweeners character is the worst.
shit.
Mm.
Well, yeah.
He's gonna have to go and
Done me. So yeah, I'd rearrange that. I put Del Boy last, and I put Jay 3, and then Partridge 4. After knowing everyone.
Yeah, I felt like you fumbled a Partridge wrong, even though you said because you guys were saying like he's not the best thing, and you put him as 3.
I think the other sort of one show, the piss take. I think that's really.
I've never
funny.
really seen any other stuff like.
That's the
at all.
thing. He's not really as like out there. I don't know. I think and he's in a lot of. I think Steve Coogan wants to sort of separate himself from that.
Yeah, he wants to be taken
Serious
really
actor.
seriously.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think he is one of the funniest off the cuff. If you watch anything with him and Rob Brydon,
The Trip.
they are so
Really
together.
good. Accents, impressions. It's just fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd probably put. I can't be the Inbetweeners boy and put Jay Cartwright for.
Yeah, you.
So,
The hook for the clip. The hook for the clip, mate.
Inbetweeners boy rates Inbetweeners character dead last. Yeah.
So you mentioned about Brent, just being the all-time,
for me,
just greatest character.
For me,
what do you think it is about The Office and Brent specifically
I think
that's so good?
I've done it. Ricky Gervais. I just love everything Ricky Gervais does.
Yeah.
I think David Brent. I've heard him talk about it a lot. There's like a tragedy to him, which I think is really, really important. Like you hate him, but you really empathize with him as well because he's just trying too hard, and he's a character that's just never, ever, ever prepared for any situation that he's in. And being unprepared is the funniest thing ever, as we've seen here today, with me.
And that was very Brent.
Yeah,
that delivery of that.
Accidental Brent. Just being unprepared and then like trying his best to appear one way, but he's not. You know, there's so many clips where he's like trying to appear like woke, and then he gets caught out, and he sort of does that, like looks at the camera, the camera's caught him.
Yeah.
I just think comedically, I think it's just the funniest, and it's the UK Office. I've got to be honest, it's hard to watch sometimes because it's so awkward.
Yeah.
And people at the time said that they generally thought it was a real thing. They didn't know if it was actually a mockumentary. I think that's obviously birthed the US Office.
Yeah. How do you think the US Office compares to the UK Office?
I think the US Office is good, but it's just a completely separate thing.
What's your preference there? Like?
I'd probably say I'd rather watch the UK Office,
right?
But like if it came to like background noise and stuff like that or whatever it is, I could binge US.
It's like completely different humor, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
American humor is very much like slapstick.
It's brighter, it's more positive.
Yeah.
Obviously, like the main character, Steve Carell, Michael Scott, he's obviously he fails and stuff, but it's a lot more hopeful because it's the American way, isn't it?
Yeah, the American dream.
Yeah.
White picket fence.
Like we love to see our characters fail. It's just the British way.
Yeah, we just hate watch everything.
Yeah, the second they get big, it's like I hate you. In America, they want their hero to win.
Yeah.
So that's the sort of differences.
And
the second we got big, everyone started hating us.
Yeah, it's just.
No, they hated us from
I get it all the time, guys. Don't worry. So the hate comment.
But I think with like you look at the US and UK comparisons.
Yeah.
So many American remakes fail. Like the Inbetweeners one.
That was horrible.
I thought you were going to bring that up.
horrendous.
Oh, it just stunk.
It's so bad. But like you said, I genuinely like the US Office is fantastic.
I think it's really good.
because it's not the UK Office. Like they've not tried to recreate it.
The first season they tried their best because if you noticed, they just mirrored every
the characters.
I think they didn't really do well, and then obviously it was so grey. And then in the second season they brighter,
oversaturated.
Yeah, production's a bit more not as
and
real.
it's got a star cast as well. Like from the get go. It was destined to be a fantastic
that worked.
show.
Inbetweeners didn't work for the opposite reasons because it was too bright and everything was too.
It wasn't American. It wasn't the American school experience.
Everything was like shot at the sun was at the highest point. Everything it's not real.
Yeah.
The best
it was High School Musical.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Neil's about to break off in
and song and dance, well as the UK Inbetweeners. It just is
more
traditional
like
it's just great.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's why it's just everyone. It's just the most relatable show ever made, possibly.
Yeah. Which is I think Peep Show is also very relatable because it's the epitome of like the working class.
We're all just doing cracker super hands.
Yeah.
Mine is that, but it's gritty. It's gritty. It's just everyone's a cunt in the UK, or 90% of people I would say.
Most people are cunts.
Yeah,
especially down south. No offense, Southerners, but there is honestly the north-south divide. I think people are just more like. Got to get played. Not.
I am.
Everyone's just shagging. No.
What do you think of Southerners?
Before we get into this, by the way, my mum is from Leeds, so I'm 50% a Northerner.
Welcome
is that
to the
allowed?
tribe, Curtis.
Yeah.
there is just such a walking through the city now.
It's me.
I feel like in up north, you'll be able to go, you're right, nod, you're right,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. Here, it's just like you do that, you're like, what the fuck is
It's a rat race here,
What's
isn't
this guy
it?
even looking at me for?
Yeah.
I think it's just a big city. I'm not saying all Southerners like that because you're going to get in the sticks that are
Yeah.
more like Northerners.
I get abused within even this parish
Yeah.
of like the speed of which I walk everywhere, even like in the office. Like for me, time's precious. Like I've got things to do, places to be,
people to see.
so I walk
With purpose.
with purpose.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
think
stick with it.
like with the travel, for example, like there's people running for tube. It's the culture shift for me. People are sprinting for tubes.
There's one in 4 minutes.
There's literally 1 in 2 minutes, mate. Like up north, if you miss a bus,
That's
like,
next
it's
week
like an hour
you
away.
can go.
It's like you're not even running for it. Well, obviously you will run for it, but most of the time you're not. I'm guaranteed that a Southerner will be like, bolted.
Right.
I'm
I'm gonna follow this question up.
Yeah.
Do you think Northerners are happier than Southerners?
Oh, that's actually a really good question.
Very good.
Really good question. Who's this guy?
Yeah, keep you in this seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes and no. I think then they tend to be they're not as rich usually, right? There's more money in the south just because there's more going on in the south.
Yeah.
But-
Such as England, mate.
I think there's more. I'm not acting like the north is like this heaven,
Yeah.
but I think more people. I'd say so. I would actually honestly
Yeah.
say so. Yeah. I think
I reckon so as well. I was
bit
up.
more
I was up.
space, that
Oh
sort
yeah.
of thing.
It's
Yeah.
it's a lot cheaper. I know people don't make
Yeah,
much
cheaper.
money,
Yeah.
but I think people are just happy because it's not as a rushed like lifestyle. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I was up in Manchester like 2 weeks ago, and I know it's still a big city, but it's up north, and
You
everyone's
do-
just
You do feel London. I never really came to London for the past like few years, and you do feel it when you come in. You feel like I don't know. It's very intimidating.
Yeah.
Very intimidating for someone who doesn't go that often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, being someone that grew up here, I don't
Yeah.
see it as much because I was.
Oh, because you're used to it. Yeah,
because
yeah, of
I
course.
came to
Yeah,
this country when I was 9 and I lived in London
yeah.
this whole time.
Yeah.
But obviously, when I go back to like Poland, where I'm from,
Yeah.
it's like for a sleepy like little village. It's like
It's just chalk and cheese, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's insane how much of a difference it is.
Even for me, I grew up in like the sleepiest town in Kent,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
full of old people.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on. I go back now, and I find it boring
That's what it is.
because I feel like my brain is now tuned in a way where obviously
Yeah.
you've got the constant dopamine hit
Yeah.
going on your phone, but if I'm sitting chilling in like the garden having a beer or something, I love that. I love to switch off. But if we're just doing something and we're just like pottering around, like Tenterden is literally even the name sounds boring and slow.
It does a bit.
Tenterden.
It's just
Sounds like a Pokemon, mate.
yeah, yeah. Tenterden, I choose you.
Lord of the Rings character. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Like an ugly orc or something.
yeah.
I spend half the time thinking like, get me back to London. Like,
Yeah.
I'm bored.
Well, it's the whole like when you went to uni, you love it when you're there. But you think, oh, I need to get home now.
Oh,
You get home for a
absolutely.
week. You think, fucking hell, why did I want to come back here? I just want to go back.
I've got my washing done.
Yeah, I've got my washing done. I don't need anything else, you mum. So I'm going to go back now.
Got a bit of pocket chain.
Yeah, a bit of pocket show.
Got food.
Just gather supplies and then it's off. It's like toilet roll. Yeah,
Like the first night on Minecraft.
Yeah,
punch in the
First night
trees.
of COVID, just pure toilet rolls. Just shitting my guts up.
I've got one last question for you in this
Yeah.
like vein of questions.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you want to move down to Brighton.
Yes.
Do you think that's going to be a culture shock for you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I think. Do you think you see yourself living there?
Well, I've got no option. I think,
She's not moving that.
yeah. Well, I've spent a lot the past year in past few years in Chichester.
Yeah.
Like off and on. Obviously, it's in my other half. So, I think I'll be okay.
Mm.
Like I'm going to
Going to
like
war.
I live into Mordor. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're gonna be right with Mount Doom. It's not gonna be right with you. It's gonna be lava a lot everywhere, Cam. I like Brighton from where I've been. I think I'll enjoy it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I did make the shift between north and south though is you generally
Mental,
do
mate,
feel it.
yeah.
You'll feel it going up. I'll feel it.
The
going
clouds just go from grey to blue.
Yeah. I'm guessing Manchester was pissing it down when you were there as well.
Actually, it
Was
was
it a good day?
one sunny day.
Really?
It's the one time I went to Manchester and it was actually sunny.
Every time I seem to go to Liverpool, Manchester, Leeds, it's always nice.
Really?
And it really jars me because sometimes I like to be cold. I'm a hot man.
Oh yeah.
And,
I can't
yeah,
do
you
the
are.
heat.
Yeah,
Can't handle it. I'm a big sweater on the
yeah.
tube. It's just like it's
Oh
disgusting.
mate, yeah, you would not survive a week
No.
in London.
No.
Yeah.
I like the idea of London because like to be like like, do this, and then and be with people who might. The job I'm in now, I'm the youngest by about 10 years. So like just being able to like live, be with people who are the similar age to you, similar interests, that sort of thing, like, collaborating, that sort of thing. There's a big reason why I want to come down here. And obviously, as you said, everyone in Brighton is like half the live there. So
TikTok.
Yeah,
it's just what
a
they
hub,
do.
innit? So I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I think it might take me
Yeah.
however long it takes to get used to it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deep down,
Go on.
which Inbetweeners character are you?
I get called a cross between Simon and Will a lot, which is not a good combo.
No.
I think before I would have said more Will. Having sat with you for an hour and a half now, I'd say Simon.
Simon.
You're big Simon.
Big
energy.
Simon energy.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think out of all of them, he's the most normal.
Yeah.
But he isn't normal.
But he's the most normal, but he's also just tragic. In the most normal way.
Yeah. But I get Will a lot because I go on like rants. But like I've got a friend who's a J. I think we all know a J.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just doesn't shut up.
Do you ever get Big John?
Big John? Yeah, Mr. Gilbert a lot.
Right, I have to say, by the way, your Mr. Gilbert impression, honking.
It's
terrible.
It's stunk, didn't it? I kept going like Birmingham.
I don't know what it was. I was listening to it. I was
voice
like,
just isn't deep enough to do it.
No.
That's why I was laying off it. I went, oh, fuck it, I'll go later.
but I think you were focusing too much on being deep.
Yeah, I know.
And it just sounds like you're like, hello, I'm Mr. Gilbert. I was like, what? It took me about a minute to work out which character it was.
Yeah, I watched it back and I was like, because it takes ages to film. I was like, I'm just gotta get it out now.
But look, it didn't take away from my enjoyment of the clip.
Yeah, correct answer.
If anything, it makes me like it a bit more. Because you're not here trying to be an impressionist.
No.
It's the writing.
I think it's funnier when the accent's slightly off, just not great.
Maybe that's the reason you're not getting followers. 'cause the
Possibly.
Gilbert impression is shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right. I was trying so hard to like deepen my voice, like
That's exactly what it was.
All right, Mackenzie. He just does it. It sounds like I'm like doing dirty voice. Yeah, it's like,
Statham.
do you like that, dear? ASMR. Yeah.
I can hear that from the headphones.
I want to make whoever's listening to this really uncomfortable in the public place they're listening to this.
Beautiful. We are now just going to take a very quick break, and we'll be back in a second. Welcome back to Behind Screens podcast.
Welcome back.
Hopefully there was a nice little bloop in the middle there. It's the first time trying that out. Before we finish on the Inbetweeners stuff, I want to run through your top 5 and my top 5 Inbetweeners quotes, because it is such a quotable show.
Yep.
And it's one of those things I don't know if I assume you were the same. Growing up, like you would just then always, it becomes part of your vocab.
Every conversation, you try to get it involved. Any single way you can do it, it just becomes part of your
Quintessential
DNA,
British culture.
It literally is. It's a judge of character for me. If a bloke anyone who hasn't watched it, it's just a red flag.
Yeah.
That person, I think. If you haven't especially if you don't like it, why don't you? I just think it's a massive red flag if you don't like Inbetweeners.
I don't think I've ever met someone that doesn't. So, top 5 Inbetweeners quotes. Go.
Yes. In at number 5, I've got an underrated one, I think, that just sort of doesn't get the appreciation it deserves. Neil goes, it's the episode, it's the work experience, Simon's getting wanked off. And Will says, softly, softly, catch you monkey. And Neil says, I didn't know you spoke Spanish. That gets me every single time. It's so good.
Neil's delivery is fantastic.
Perfect. Yeah,
So
I love him.
yeah.
For my number 5, it's the nightclub. Will has obviously taken some things. He's and he pulls out ambulance or mummy. It's just so good.
I think I'm in a bubble.
Yeah.
And everything is flat.
It is just the bit, the ambulance or mummy. I feel like I was saying that anytime anything went wrong for years. I was just going ambulance or mummy.
Or mummy.
So good.
Great episode. In at 4, I've got a Gilbert one.
Yep. Do we get it in the voice as well?
No, because apparently I'm crap at that. It's when Alistair's coming back, so it's the fashion show episode, and he's reminding everyone, you remember Alistair?
Yeah.
And Neil stand up and goes, I don't. It's like, well, you sat next to him for registration for 4 years. It's like, oh, Alistair. And he goes again, like, yeah, he's back now after being ill. I'm just a long way of doing this, I'm sorry. And he sticks his hand up again and goes, can I catch it? It's like, no, you cannot catch kidney failure. It's so good.
It's the delivery. Brilliant. Love it.
Just the way he's just feels that.
I'm gonna put overlay clips of every single
Yeah.
bit in there.
I think as we say it, have them mouthing it
Yeah,
coming out of us. That'd be great.
Kidney failure.
I'm just going to go in with this one.
Yes. Yeah.
Not really relevant, though.
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh.
It's just so the way he's looking up, like sat down, just the face,
Yeah.
the way he scrunches up.
what's
really
the
relevant.
thing that he says before? Because it's like it makes it even funnier.
It's so Kerry.
I'll let you
Yeah.
deliver
Kerry's
it better.
mum had, so dad had passed away, and he's like, well, "That's awful, obviously, but not." It's like, "But what?" It's not relevant, is it? So good.
I use that video
Yeah.
so much, like every
Yeah.
group chat.
The meme to high heaven that because for good,
Yeah,
For good
fine,
reason.
yeah,
Absolutely.
good reason, yeah. In at number 3, this is another long-winded way of saying I'm sorry. It's the Will's Home Alone episode. It's when they've gone out, they've come back in. Simon's just there. He appears like, "Bloody hell, Simon, you're here." And he's dressed in his golf gear,
Oh yeah.
and he says, "What are you dressed like, Neil?" And he goes, "Oh, it's just a polo shirt and chinos." It's like, and then Neil goes, "Oh, you look like my cousin did when he went for a job interview." And then Simon goes, "Oh, is he a golfer?" And then Neil's like, "No, he's got Down syndrome." And then the best bit about that is that you see Neil's face, and then Will's like, as soon as he says it, Will's like, "Oh God."
It's so good. Again, another just brilliant. The
Yeah.
delivery.
Oh, everything.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Right. My number 3. I'm going to apologise to my mum because she watches some of these clips. So
Yeah.
mum, just don't watch this bit because I have to do it.
Yeah. Oh God.
So I had one bent over the table here, and there was one up here I was fingering, and I was just toe fucking the one on the floor.
I bet your mum really enjoyed that.
Sorry about that, mum, but I really am.
More ambulance.
You know what's funny? You did that. There's gonna be a clip over that anyway.
100, but if you're gonna do the clip, you've got to.
It's when
Yeah.
it goes after that. Welsh parents were just sleeping in beds just over there. It's like, yeah.
Like toe fucking one on the floor.
great.
That epitomises Jay Cartwright
Yeah.
for me
In a
in
nutshell.
every possible
Yeah.
way.
My number 2 is not relevant, is it? So I put it slightly higher than you.
Fair enough.
But yeah, all timer.
Yeah.
All timer.
One of
quote.
those one.
Perfect sort of end of the episode.
Yeah.
He's umming and ahhing about whether he's going to get a blowy from Kerry. Finally nips it in the bud. And yeah, dad's dead, and there you go.
Yeah, brilliant.
Relevant, isn't it? Yeah.
But my number 2 also was a number 2.
Yeah.
I thought it was a fart, sir.
Yeah.
It's just
In the exam room.
It was safe.
yeah. It's just brilliant. His little face as he says it.
And he carried it to the pub afterwards as well.
It was like,
in the
oh,
current bag.
Jesus. And then my one is just the undisputed for me. It just popped into my head straight away. Same episode. He's walked in with his shitty trousers. It's like, "Oh, who brings a bag of shit to the pub?" Your dad does. Does he? Yeah, your mum. Brilliant. Brilliant.
It's
yeah,
fantastic.
Straight away. Has to be number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a good one.
Yeah.
Because you do
Yeah.
number one.
Well,
Yeah.
my number 1, I just felt like this is the thing that even now I will quote it
Yeah.
constantly. Friend. It can't
Yeah.
not be.
No.
Football friend.
Yeah.
It is. I think that is the most. If you were to like say, someone who's not that big a fan of Inbetweeners,
you've
even,
heard it.
Yeah, even
Yeah,
they'll like
that is,
they'll
like,
say that won't they?
up there.
Yeah. So, good
Mount
pick. Good
Rushmore.
pick.
I always felt like Bus Wankers, not that good.
It's better than the American one. Bus turds.
Oh,
Remember that?
that's bad.
I didn't actually watch the
No, I
American one.
tried to just to see. You know, you watch someone watch it because it's so bad. You think maybe it's good. Nah,
Yeah.
Can I give a few honourable mentions?
Oh,
other
absolutely.
mentions.
Pub when they not get served.
Oh,
16.
Yeah.
16.
to push 17.
Push 17.
His mum still bites his trousers. 16.
That's a great delivery as well.
Padding in it. 16.
And the other one was Jay talking about his under 13 West Ham tour in Amsterdam. He's like, "Well, you fingered a bird."
Yeah.
When I was fingering her, she shit them all.
Should we go inside?
Your Will is your best
Yeah,
of your
I think
impressions.
It's the sort of nasally, annoying voice I can do. Probably
What's
why I got
that?
beaten
What's
up
that
a lot.
other last? Oh, where he's trying to buy alcohol.
I am a man who recently bought a house in the local area. Hence the crisps. And then he's like, I'll be organising a party. Hence the crisps. To which I'll be inviting local adults.
So, Mr. Fitz,
Yes.
Don't know why, it just makes me laugh.
So formal.
you mentioned that you don't see, your content creation career going full time anytime, like soon.
Yeah.
But where do you see it going in the next year or two?
If I can maintain consistency,
Yeah.
and by that I mean not just uploading, but uploading like good videos. And if the algorithm nices me, I'd love to do this full time. I'd absolutely love to do it full time. Whether that's on TikTok or whether that's on Instagram, I don't know, YouTube.
Yes.
I think that's always the goal for everyone. Isn't it? Just get enough followers then to make that leap, but it's so hard.
Yeah.
What do you think you've got to do to?
I think I've just got to get more followers. I think it's just that simple. I think it's
How? What's the game plan?
I think it means making, if I'm gonna make style of videos, make sure that I make it consistent, as in like a series or a certain subject maybe, and then just grow that way. Because I think, or also make myself more sort of personable. So I want to get more into sort of live streaming. So I think the thing with skits is that obviously
they're hard to make.
Well, yeah, they're hard to make, and there's a lot of risk in it. Cause if it goes badly wrong, you feel worse. Because it's like, I'm definitely the camp where I feel way worse when a video does badly than when a video does well. I feel more relief if a video does well. I'm like,
right.
go for that. As opposed to I latch onto if a video doesn't do well. I think why is that not done?
You're like your biggest critic.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. I think you sort of have to be in a way, but I also need to recognize that you've done some good things as well, which I struggle with sometimes, like imposter syndrome a lot. But then I think like live streaming and stuff. So to come across, because as I said, like skits, you sort of
it's quite a long
there, but
it's a long process to do like that.
And it's your personality's there, but it's not you. You're either playing a character or you're
gimmick.
Gimmick. So I think maybe lay that back and get more into like live streaming.
What would you be live streaming?
Just like if it's live stream on TikTok, just here and there. Or my mate's always telling me to get on Twitch, that sort of thing.
Yeah, like
But it's
gaming.
Gaming. Yeah, and then personally, stand up has always been the goal for me.
Yeah,
always been the goal. I've got friends who perform at Fringe, that sort of thing, and I'd love to get up there and do it. But as I said earlier,
Is there any possibilities, any chance that you had to do that?
I've been offered to like some of my friends in like a comedy group.
Yeah.
He's asked me if I want to join that, just for Fringe.
Yeah,
which I'd gladly do, just to get more on stage.
You
get
definitely
more
do
used
that.
to
It's a good entrance to like do
100%,
solo
and getting
stuff,
more used to being in that setting. But I'd love to, just have the audience to be able to have the freedom, I suppose.
How
That's
do you
what
think
the
you
audience.
perform like stand up? Do you think you have do you think you'd go there get stage fright, or do you think you're just like going gut blazing?
I just think my brain, as we've said in this podcast, my brain just fires on all
cylinders? Yeah,
I'm classic ADHD guy. Yeah, my whole personality is ADHD. Those people are the worst. But I feel like I'd get up there and I'd have it all prepped, and it's just gonna be like, right, here's the first bit, here's the first line, and then like, shit, where do I go now? And it'll just like fry me.
Yeah.
If you got up there and absolutely shit the bed, though, what would you do? What's the recovery?
Shit my pants.
Yeah.
No, I think what you've just got to do, I think people do crowd work to sort of get through that. But I don't know about you guys, but when you see crowd work, it's always the same old, really.
Yeah,
It's just like, who are you? It's like, who are you here with? It's like your missus, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. You do what?
Yeah.
What's
your job? I'm actually a doctor. Try on, everyone. It's just like, it's just dross.
Yeah.
But I get why they do it, just to get themselves more comfortable.
Yeah.
It's also, I heard this, hadn't even thought about it. It's the easiest content to post online because you're not giving away your material.
Yeah.
If you put part of your
Little
set
snippets,
on, you're ruining your set.
Yeah,
but if it's crowd work, you can just churn and churn every week.
That's what you see it all sort on TikTok all the time, don't you?
Yeah, crowd work is all you see on TikTok. Yeah,
because it's like it's different each time.
Yeah,
and it's
you're not ruining any.
Yeah, none of
your
your set.
And at the end of the day, it could be a throwaway clip if it doesn't do well. That's it.
Yeah.
Like you're not burning any of your material. Yeah.
Yeah. So like stand-up's always been the end goal for me. From now until then, I don't know. Do you guys watch? Have you heard of Almost Friday?
I'm so bad with names.
Almost Friday TV. So it's like they sort of make these like really high quality sketches and stuff on. They're American.
Is it given like college humor kind of vibe?
Sort of similar energy. Yeah. They make they make some really, really good stuff. And it's I find it crazy that their content is like 10 times, 100 times better than like SNL these days. I'm not sure how much you've seen of SNL.
SNL's
SNL's dog shit. It's
Yeah.
absolutely. There was like a clip. Sorry, there's a clip of like the Noel Gallagher brothers, like Americans trying to do their accent. It's just the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But
They rely purely on having big celebs in each week.
Oh, yeah.
And like what was that bloody parody song that they did at the start of the year and it was massive.
Oh.
It had Sabrina Carpenter in the clip.
I know which one you mean.
And it was just like
Dross.
absolute puddle water comedy. But you've got a big name in it. It does
so it's
really
going to do well. Yeah. But I sort of had some empathy because I don't. I actually really don't, because you've got like a team of writers there. You've got so many like
Some
who
of
are
the best
talented
in
people,
the world,
and that's the shit they churn out. It's unbelievable.
You say about like the skits and writing sketch comedy.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've always felt with your content. It feels more kind of reactive and improv, because it is often just you at home just filming your face and things like that.
Yeah.
Do you think that is a step for your next progression, is to have something that feels a bit more like
polished.
production?
100%. 100%. That's. I mean, I didn't own a tripod. I literally bought my first tripod 2 months ago. That's how I just used to like. I used to have like 2 boxes. I used to put it on the top. I think this is a shit angle. So I used to like sort of duck down to like get into it.
I feel like most of the time you look like awkward.
Yeah, because I have to be, because I'm sort of like underneath.
So in my head, when I picture your content,
I didn't own a tripod, and I went again. Aiden, name dropping Aiden, went to his house. He went, "What do you mean, God?" And he's watching me edit on things like Cam. Like I didn't use 4K for anything. I edited on TikTok. I never edited like off.
not even
honestly,
made it to CapCut.
Outside of that, I was an absolute shambles. Honestly,
honestly, I don't. When I picture your content, right, and when you have like the mind's eye of what you see or something, I picture you under a desk like this filming.
It may as well be.
And I don't know if it's because I've seen something of you like scrunched up before, but whenever I think of it,
I think I know exactly. There's a video I made about Jack, mate, and his teeth. And I'm actually under a desk.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I'm looking for keys because I can't find the key. Can you turn the light on, Jack? And so you can.
But now,
cheers,
every piece of content of yours, I assume you're just under a desk.
Just going full Anne Frank.
Has like Jack, mate? Have they ever reacted to any of his stuff or like commented under it when you do that?
This is the thing, right?
Side boys often
I have
do,
had,
don't they?
to be fair, I've had a lot of people like there's been some really, really good things. Like I've had a laugh out loud from Chris MD.
Nice.
I've had a laugh out loud from Will Ennie. All the pitch side boys are really, really nice. Tom Garrett, Lewis Bowden, Reeve follows. No one doesn't follow Theo Baker. Interesting enough.
Can't imagine why.
Too good for me, are you? There's a little bit, like Owen Reeman. I don't know if you know Owen Reeman. He does a Friday Night Takeaway.
Friday Night Takeaway.
Is it? I think I know him.
He's a really good. I'm meeting him. He's coming later on as well. He's
Jesus,
really
you're
good.
doing the Avengers of
Well,
TikTok
this is the
today.
thing. I'm not in London a lot, so
they all want to meet. They want to meet you.
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And Proddy is the big one, actually. Proddy, whenever on the fellas, he'd always be like, "Watch this."
Yeah.
Nice, love that.
Proddy's on. I've got a really soft spot for Proddy, despite his
Nice.
running antics. But yeah, that's the annoying thing as well. It's the fact that I know they know me and stuff, and I know that I could, I know that my videos are getting out there. As you said, like you said my videos was on your For You page a lot of the time.
Yeah,
It's just that I'm not getting the. It's like therapy now, isn't it?
But it's not just me that says that either. Like I said, we spoke to Ollie. I feel like any time I've mentioned your content, everybody that we speak to, it's always like, oh yeah, I know that guy. I've seen it.
Yeah.
But it's having that recall for people to be following. And
that's what I
I
need
think you
to
should
get
definitely just quit, mate. I don't think he's going
Yeah,
anywhere.
I thought about it a lot of times, but
I keep trying to swipe off so they don't get shown again, but they're there every
Just
time.
click, mate. You gotta click share, not interested, and that way it doesn't pop up.
and then just report me for being shit.
Oh, I do. I've done that for a long time.
I've got like 50 burners. I've done that
You get
so far.
spammed by this guy, honestly. That is the big reason why. Getting that recall, getting that consistency.
Yeah.
That's what I want to get better at. If that means having series, but it's just the ideas, And the thing with skits and stuff, it's hard to do those without. Again, I keep saying flogging a dead horse. It's my favorite saying, but I'm always wary because Ricky Gervais always says like quality over quantity.
Yeah.
He could have made way more series of The Office, but he didn't because he knew that if he did, the quality would go.
You talk about Ricky, and we've mentioned him a few times.
Yeah.
I don't know what school of thought you're in, but for me, I was looking at the best comedians. We were putting our top 5 lists together, and we'll go on to that in a minute. But for me, Ricky Gervais, downhill ever since him and Merchant stopped working together. I absolutely love Ricky Gervais. I've always said, like, there are 3 people alive that I would like run after to get a picture with: Ricky Gervais, Thierry Henry, and Arsene Wenger. And obviously, you can tell which team I support.
Yeah.
And Ricky Gervais,
Brentford?
Yeah.
brilliant. But Ricky,
Yeah,
I actually did run after him in the street once to get a picture with him.
fair play.
I love him.
Honestly,
I think he's amazing.
Don't. Yeah, fair play.
But the XFM stuff, all the things he did with Merchant, now that Merchant isn't there, I feel like it's so clear where the influences he had.
Yeah,
And I also think his his stand-up has fallen off.
I agree.
I saw him
I agree.
in, I can't remember which, I think it was a Supernatural tour.
Supernature.
Supernature.
Yeah.
In, I think it was 2022, and it was supposed to be in COVID. I had the tickets for 4 years, basically.
Yeah,
so, no pressure. Wasn't as good
No.
as I wanted it to be. Yeah.
I do agree. I think his film and TV. I think Afterlife was brilliant though.
Oh,
I've
it's
gotta
great.
say.
Yeah.
Afterlife was brilliant.
No, it
but
was
then
great, yeah. But it was a different vibe.
I understand the criticism he gets because he writes himself in situations where he appears to be give himself the moral high ground way. He's obviously had like a situation in real life where he's like, well, that's something I can use in a script to belittle a certain type of person or situation.
Punching down.
I get it. I know he's a comedian. It's hard for him because he's so high up. He's always going to be punching down.
Yeah.
I do agree with the stand up though. I thoroughly agree with that.
And don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, I still think he is an amazing writer.
Yeah, he
Like,
is. Yeah.
Afterlife, I did really enjoy, but I would put, I think I'd put extras above it.
Oh yeah.
Like, And I feel like
yeah.
it's amazing to me that Ricky has obviously got all the plaudits as he deserves, but Stephen Merchant, he's still doing like some pretty jobbing work.
Yeah.
Like,
I do agree. I think I'd put Afterlife bottom of like The Office and Extras,
Yeah.
but like it's bloody hard to get better than those.
If Afterlife's a completely different vibe.
Yeah.
It's not, you can't compare it to the other two.
Yeah.
It's,
But I think a big. I'm starting like criticizing Ricky Gervais.
yeah.
Like we need to do Ricky. I think his stand up is gone down because I don't think he's left enough time in between. So when he made Humanity, which I thought was really good in 2018, it'd been a gap. So like a lot had changed, a lot had happened.
Long time.
I think a big thing that happened was, as you said, like that the Supernature he filmed just after Humanity. So not enough had happened. He hadn't really changed a lot in his life. And the commentary was social sort of things was quite similar to Humanity. So it was quite repetitive for me. I do, yeah.
I also feel like the older he's up then in age now. Like he's just not in touch with like what is going on around him
Yeah,
anymore
that's
as
gonna
much.
happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like the older you get, it's a natural thing. It's not like you can't really fight it.
You do get more hateful as well. As you
Oh,
get older,
100%.
don't you?
Bitter, aren't you?
Yeah.
And things, every old person doesn't understand the new generation, the generation after it.
Yeah.
We don't understand like Generation Alpha, the generation.
Yeah.
What are they? The
Skibbity toilets.
Skibbity toilet and shit like that. It's like,
Yeah.
what we doing?
I love that, mate.
Bombardillo,
Yeah,
Bombardillo,
it's my
Crocodillo
favourite
and shit.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe my point
Yeah.
is Stephen Merchant deserves more flowers.
I definitely agree. With that.
Like, I watched him in a Christmas movie with Chabuddy G at Christmas.
Acid, you mean Acid?
Asim Chowdhury, yeah. I fucking love Asim Chowdhury.
Yeah, yeah.
I think he's brilliant.
Yeah.
But I was watching that and I was
Tried to
just
get
like, Stephen, like, come on, mate. Playing footsie with me under the table. I didn't mention it as well. It's all right, you keep it up.
We're at the next stage of our relationship. Yeah.
It's progressing really fast. Hour and 28 minutes and 9
Engaged
seconds.
physically and Dennis system in him. If
Oh,
it's always
yes.
Sunday. Yeah.
I put Always Sunny as, was it number one in my sitcoms or number two?
Yeah, Always
And
Sunny is great.
Yeah. This is why I struggle with the
stick.
UK one because there's so many American ones that
I've started watching it now, by the way.
Have you
Have
not
you?
seen
Yeah.
it before? Oh, man.
Yeah, it's good.
Fantastic.
It's good.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
Solid show.
Yeah, so
So unhinged.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like, I'm hoping it carries on for all the seasons to the same degree.
Yeah, oh
yeah. I
yeah,
think
yeah.
the past 2 seasons there has been a drop
dip.
off, but it's
They're
naturally-
busy now.
yeah.
That's the problem.
Fucking
He's running a football club.
Yeah.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
what's fucking Charlie's name?
Charlie Day.
That's it.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's like doing massive Hollywood productions.
He was a superstar in his own right.
Yeah, he's already like
coming up.
horrible bosses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
And he did the fight with Ice Cube as well. I don't know that film. He just literally
Yeah.
got beat. He got the shit kicked out of him by Ice Cube. Pretty surreal.
brilliant.
Good film there.
I
Yeah.
feel like that's probably a good time then to move on to
Yeah.
sitcoms. Do you want to do,
Yeah, fantastic.
do your top
You're gonna
five
be going head to head against me now,
Hit me,
mate.
Bart.
UK?
Yeah,
UK sitcoms.
Okay.
Is that UK based?
Is that UK based? That?
Best UK sitcoms. What's your number 5?
I've got honorable mentions. Should I?
You can lead that for later.
it-
Yes.
that's fine, okay.
Say those to the end, mate.
So 5, I've got Phoenix Nights.
Oh,
This is a bit of a personal one for me because my granddad was actually in it.
what?
Yeah, so he was Den Perry's sort of bodyguard. So
Yeah.
my granddad was an extra for 10. Well, after he retired, actually, he was a prison guard for his whole life. Then he retired and became an extra and all sorts. So he was in
Brilliant.
Emmerdale, Phoenix Nights. He was in Coronation Street for a bit. He's been in all sorts.
Mate, this is a real
Yeah.
scoop into your life.
Yeah, so
That's
he,
quality.
First on the pod.
so
No one knows about this.
so Phoenix Nights was the first, generally the first thing I watched as a kid, like comedy.
Yeah.
And it's such a good show.
That's a great
Still,
story.
still to this
good show.
day,
Yeah.
I quote, "Get that fucking cougar on."
Get that well, that's get that fucking cougar on.
That's where it's from.
I had no
yeah. And
obviously, I'm getting the word.
getting the word, he is Quentin Baptiste. It's like nonce. There's something to tell her, isn't there? It's like, no, there isn't. I'm just telling you what the gods are telling me.
You have.
that's
I
my
can't remember. I can't believe you remember so many quotes, man. That's insane.
I'm that's the tism shining through.
Touch of the tism.
Touch of the tism. Touch of the tism. Yeah. Yeah.
My number 5. I'm going with Plebs. I just love the vibe. Like when in Rome,
Yeah.
do as the Rome.
Salve Grumio.
Yeah.
All right, landlord.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
really
Worth
good
a
show.
watch, is it?
have you never seen
No,
it?
I've not seen it.
Underrated.
It is like
Yeah.
if the Inbetweeners was set in ancient Rome.
Yeah.
It is literally that.
It's got your mate in
Incredible.
it. It's got Tom Rosenthal in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a shame they changed the actor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
third
Afro guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way
Just
they
killed him off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's not really a spoiler, but
Spoilers, Curtis. Sorry.
yeah. Just
I'm probably not going to watch it. so-
get a slab dropped on him.
Yeah, great show. 4, you might. I've gone Come Fly With Me. Are we allowing this?
yeah.
I've got one that can take its place, but I've gone Come Fly With Me.
Yeah.
I think Come Fly With Me is better than Lord Bryn. I think it's way more quotable.
Yeah.
I think I enjoyed Lord Britain a lot, but I
Yeah.
think Come Fly With Me is just
It's fantastic.
etched into people's.
So you've not watched Avatar. You're gay, man.
Yeah,
That's it, you're
so
gay.
you are gay. You are gay.
That is, I think that's the best
Yeah,
character.
well, you touch,
Taz.
yeah, and
Taz.
then you got Dog is Dead.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Ian Foot.
Yeah, you got the pilot.
Yeah.
Tommy wants to be a pilot, so I'm going to work at the Burger King and then work my way up.
Good accent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
come Fly Me.
It's a solid show.
Yeah.
Very controversial, but I would give it a
Special
chance.
guy.
Real quick tangent. Sorry to ruin the
Hit
clip.
me.
David Williams.
Not bad.
Thank you. On to
Yeah.
your next one.
You haven't even,
I've heard,
you haven't even ruined it.
I've heard nothing but bad things about that bloke, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. No, I don't think that's probably libelous if I
Yeah,
say
yeah.
it. Go on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
But yeah, wank.
we are a social media agency, guys.
Yeah.
Let's keep
and
it
he's
that
a
Make some videos with us, David. No.
no.
Please don't. Yeah,
I
actually.
don't think I'd want him in this room.
No. No, I don't like him.
My number 4.
Go on.
In the word. Sorry.
Cheers for that.
Nice little callback joke there. Here you go. Go on.
So my number 4, I was gonna put Come Fly With Me as well. Was on the fence, but I'm gonna go Fresh Meat.
Oh.
I was just.
It's
I know
really good.
two out of 3 people on this table have gone to uni, and I think it really like
Here's
just
the third one.
I went to the University of YouTube, mate.
University of Life, mate. I learned a fair bit, all right? Yeah.
3 for coins.
think
Such a
actually-
Machinima, all of that.
no. It does. That is good. You don't hear that often.
Machinima, what callback?
pro, absolutely
What
pro.
Warren era. Yeah,
But it does just encompass uni, doesn't it? Like it is.
Yeah.
It is just a great good
Yeah.
show.
I
It is good
felt
show.
like an outsider looking in, and I loved it. So
yeah. Couldn't relate to it.
no, but I was, I'm sure. So looks like a great time.
They keep like learning things.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm learning how to do Berber spins, mate.
Great. Yeah, I love Fresh Meat.
Yeah, it's a great
I think it
show.
goes under the radar as well.
Oh yeah.
And it's a great dramedy, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Just ignore that there was a gap for me to think about this. They don't teach bronze pack method at uni, do they, mate?
Definitely gonna put that in the clip. What's your number 3, mate?
My number 3 is now. This might surprise you after the conversation we've had. I've put it as 1, The Office / Extras. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I would pick The Extras ahead of it.
Yep.
But that's my number 3.
And that's
I'm gonna
your-
go Office.
The UK version.
The UK version of The Office is number 3.
UK based.
Yeah. It's just a shame there's only 3 seasons.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, like I don't think he wanted to overdo it.
Yeah.
And they came out with a film as well, which I think is very underrated. I don't know if you've seen Life on the Road.
I've actually not seen
Yeah,
it. No.
Really
Doc Brown is brilliant. in
Hard,
that.
another hard watch, but it's like really funny.
Yeah.
It's number 3.
My number 3, I'm going a bit rogue. I don't know if either of you have seen it, but Staff Let's Flats.
Yeah,
It is so fucking funny.
Heard of that?
It's about a Greek
Greek.
immigrant family that comes in and they become estate agents.
Okay.
It is, and it's a bit of a got a bit of a soft spot for it because it's filmed in my area in Northwest
Okay.
London.
Yeah.
So like when they were like doing stuff, I was like, hold on.
That's
One of the bits there was filmed on my high street.
Yeah.
Like so it's like mental, but
He's a very good actor. that
yeah,
guy
Joe
as well.
Joe Dimitrescu.
Yeah.
I've not seen it.
Him and his sister
I'll give
both
it a
play.
watch.
They play
Yeah.
siblings in the show.
Really?
It's
yeah.
mate. It's actually really.
I think
good.
you'll recognise him. Oh, that's nice.
I feel like you'd enjoy it as well.
Is it the guy? Is he in Fleabag for a scene? Is it that
Yes.
guy?
Yeah, he is.
He's got the big teeth.
Yeah, and he's got a shit
Fleabag.
hairline.
I know who you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's in a lot. He pops up a lot actually.
Yeah, he's alright.
Yeah,
Very
so-
very good actor.
Yeah, writer, and that's it.
Is he really? Yeah, that makes
so,
sense.
Yeah, he'd written it
Yeah,
with
yeah.
his sister, I think.
Yeah, no, well, he wrote the whole thing, and then his sister
Right.
like acted in it
Well,
as well.
Brown. Yeah.
Mate,
Yeah.
but it's actually it's
Really?
fucking
Yeah.
so funny.
I'll give it a watch.
Only 3 seasons as well because I had to stop it like due to COVID. But
Oh, really?
fantastic, yeah.
Class. Yeah.
She's
Bit of a diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
she had written for a ton of those shows.
Yeah, she
shows
yeah
as
she
well.
does a lot.
She's-
Yeah.
They're both like quality in their own right.
What's her name? Elle White or Ellie White? She's in it as well. She plays a Russian, even though she's fully British. But
Love that.
I didn't
And
watch it.
I love how I'm talking about this. I've not actually properly seen
You've
it.
not seen
I've
it
only
either.
seen
Yeah,
clips, but yeah.
I think I saw a clip of him. He's an estate agent.
yeah.
Yeah.
But a shocking.
they're really
one.
shocking.
Yeah, I think I've seen. I might have seen. I thought it was from like a sketch show.
Yeah.
So I didn't know it was actually from a proper like
No,
TV
it's from
show.
and it's funny because
yeah.
like he's like a Greek Cypriot immigrant and he
Yeah.
just can't speak English properly. And the things he says is just wow.
Yeah.
Like, his sister says like, oh, my name is called Sophie, and it just
Yeah,
cracks me up because it's like really shit.
Yeah. Just slightly off.
Yeah, just slightly
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is Peep Show.
Solid.
We've done a lot of Peep Show
Yeah.
discussion today. Peep Show is my number 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rewatching that at the moment. Yeah, just as you said earlier, it's the most relatable show.
it's
Just the human
fantastic.
existence, really. Just
Yeah. British human.
just British existence. I think it's just nail on the head, doesn't it? Innit? That's the quality.
Absolutely.
Number 2 for me. Yeah.
My number 2, going Inbetweeners.
Yeah.
Love it. It's not my number 1,
Okay.
but I have a valid excuse for it. For
Yeah.
not my number 1.
Okay.
Won't reveal it yet. Again, great show. It just really encompasses like school culture.
Yeah.
It's great, and I think for us, especially, late 20s,
Yeah.
like we grew up watching it, and
Yeah.
then we went to school and kind of experienced the same things.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
yeah.
and it's the most quotable show, second most quotable show. I want to
Okay.
say that.
I'm looking forward to number. My number 1 is Inbetweeners. I
Okay.
couldn't go on this and not put it 1.
Yeah,
Had
well, you
do
have
it.
to, mate.
Had to do it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Otherwise, the hook for this clip would be
gone on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cam hates in between.
Inbetweeners. Cam gets in beef with J. Carl.
Just call yourself Jam.
Jam.
Someone's had a beer. Yeah, without question, the best,
Yeah.
most relatable show ever made. I'd argue. To be
Understandable.
Agreed.
and the writers actually are big friends of Ricky Gervais, Damon Beasley, and
I didn't know
name
that.
escapes me.
Yeah,
But
because
they filmed a lot with Ricky Gervais. There's a lot of connection there as well.
I had no
I feel like Damon gets loads of shout outs in the XFM show, like in the early days, because they were
Yeah,
doing
that's
loads together.
it. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I had no clue, but that's actually
Yeah.
cool little detail. Anyway, my number 1, you know what it is. Peep Show.
I'm pretty sure it will.
Peep Show. Like, it's just,
yeah.
I think for me, it's one of the first British shows where I was like, really like, think like this.
These
is
British
fucking-
guys are all right.
Yeah, these British guys are all right.
Not bad actually.
They're not terrible. I love the Inbetweeners, but
crack.
Oh, they like that back in Poland too.
yeah, no, it's just, there's just something about it. It's like, people are just terrible in it. And I feel like people in the UK are also terrible. It just really showcases how shit we are.
Yeah.
Even just like in the early episodes when the kids are just like bullying.
Yeah, clean shirt.
Yeah. It's just like so good.
Yeah.
The shittest insults. He just wants to go to the
wants to go
shop.
to the shop.
Like, leave him alone.
He
It's
ends up
brilliant.
Bringing it up with a bit of wood at the end.
Yeah, it goes
See it on
mental.
the bus. Yeah.
And he's
so
like
good.
peeping through the letterbox. It's so good.
I mean,
I know we finished with quotes, but
yeah.
ergonomic keyboard, baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right, love. Ergonomic keyboard. And then I was thinking of the one that's like, the ancient history joke. Where the
Oh,
guy-
yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
I did business studies, Jeremy. I talked about it daily. It's like, I can say that's ancient history. He probably don't like that joke. Well,
So
that's
good.
ancient history now. Turns back, he's like, That's so good because it's the quality's so shit.
It's
Like he
so
looks
old,
like that with his camera.
Have you guys ever seen the behind the scenes of how they film it? It's so fucking
It's shot
jokes.
camera, don't they? It's mad. So they don't actually speak, and the person's like,
Yeah,
there's no
when they do like the
speaking.
kissing scenes, they're like,
yeah.
like,
Oh,
it's in the cameras.
Yeah,
the noise
it's
is
so
awful as well. It's like,
vile.
sorry, guys.
Good top fives.
Yeah,
love
very
that.
good top five.
Love
very
that.
good top
UK YouTube with all the British lot. That was
Yeah.
a sitcom, basically.
was, yeah.
Great
Do
segue.
you guys remember Diary of a Bad Man? Like the original. That to me was the original UK sitcom with Hamza
I
Chowdhury.
don't remember that.
Maybe that's
Yeah.
maybe it's a London
Hamza
thing.
Chowdhury, wasn't he centre mid for Leicester?
It's a different Hamza Chowdhury.
Oh, okay.
It's maybe it's a London thing, but it was just try not to look at it. It was just in the corner of my eye.
Oh,
Did he bag against like?
your Hamza is a Hamza.
Yeah,
Hamza, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Have you never seen this?
Great player though. He played for
Yeah, he was a good player,
Bangladesh national team.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
What the?
he's on loan at Sheffield United.
Leicester
at the moment.
Anyway, let's reel this back.
Back against like Wimbledon like a few weeks ago or some shit.
Top bins, mate. 25 yards out. Sorry, Bart. Go on.
What was the original
it's
YouTube sitcom?
For me, the whole UK YouTube with like Zoe Sugg, Joe Sugg, Alfie Days, all of that lot. That was a sitcom. Like you had literally relationships forming within the groups.
Yeah.
You had like
It was like Love Island. before
dramas.
Love Island.
They were releasing books and then like scamming people with advent calendars. It
Calendars.
was a
Yeah.
sitcom.
Jack Mate's just got an erection watching this.
Well, it's not the first time in this episode either. But for me, like it literally was a sitcom
Yeah,
that you got to
definitely
see
was.
from
Agreed.
their perspective.
It's just surreal, wasn't it? Like they just used to sit on the bed and just think, oh, we're gonna throw marshmallows in our mouth, and then just bang on with a video.
Strange,
on
I
each
count
other.
that and it gets reported for sexual content.
It was a
Game
strange
was
time.
gone, Curtis.
Game a can.
Yeah. Yeah, mate. At the time, like obviously Alfie and Zoe were they were the first big like
Your inspirations.
Jim and Pam, weren't they?
Jim and Pam.
With a little office sort of thing going on.
done this before.
I've done this before. They were the first ones, weren't they? And then you had all the other crew, and then the sort of Joe sub comes out of nowhere. Thatcher Joe used to
Yeah,
work
Joe.
on roofs,
Yep.
just out of nowhere.
He's probably my favourite.
I do like him a lot.
Yeah.
And he went on like
Yeah.
Strictly after.
Yeah,
didn't he?
he's
Married
married.
now?
Yeah, like they look like a lovely
A
couple.
lot of that on Strictly though, isn't there? A lot of
Yeah, I was
Stuff
going to say
going on there.
incest, but it's
a
not.
lot of dancing incest. I've
But
never done that sort of dancing
They-
before.
they-
but okay. Yeah.
extramarital affairs.
Yeah.
If I had like a famous missus and she said she's gonna
Strictly.
Strictly,
Oh,
no
mate,
fucking
no
chance.
chance.
No, you're not.
not a
or
chance.
Ta-ta.
No, you're not. Yeah.
But who were you watching back then,
Growing up,
other than the game account?
Casper Lee, big one.
Yeah.
Big one.
Big Casper Lee,
Yeah.
Josh Peters.
Do you-
More
Josh
Josh Peters nowadays.
Do you know what Casper's up to now?
I don't. Isn't he a businessman? Something like
owns influencer.com, one of the biggest
Wow.
marketing agencies.
Really?
Um,
that? He's doing well for himself.
very,
isn't
very
he? Yeah,
successful
yeah.
businessman. But some of them have just basically just disappeared into
face of
nothing.
the
There was that Marcus
Marcus Butler.
Butler.
Yeah.
He was a painful one to watch.
I actually I didn't mind him. I thought he was like one of the better ones. out there.
Really?
Not
Yeah.
for me. Not for
He
me.
was very much. I felt like he appealed to the fact that he was a good-looking,
Yeah. He was the original
like
picture.
clean-shaven.
Yeah,
What's
Yeah.
wrong with that? If you're good looking,
No,
you
but then
capitalize
Yeah,
on it,
sorry,
mate.
Bell-
What I
looking
mean
at
is
me,
his
mate.
content was then all like, "Oh, look at me, I'm Marcus."
Yeah, he's played
fair
into
enough.
that.
And it was like,
yeah.
Everyone first straps these days, though. He was the original first strap.
Thirst trap farming, aren't they? Everyone.
Yeah, well,
Can't scroll 2 seconds on TikTok without an Arthur TV or George Clark thirst trap.
yeah, they are.
Can we settle
Oh,
down,
he's
mate,
first
ladies?
strapping a lot.
Can we
these
settle?
days.
He's farming in Chris.
They are
videos.
sexy though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Fair play.
And I'm pretty sure what did they do? They stole one of our ideas, didn't they? We suspect.
Yeah.
We suspect they stole
Oh,
one of
no.
our
Who
ideas.
did?
Arthur
George
and
Clark.
George.
Yeah.
no,
Oh, Batch.
Batch.
Yeah, they're pod.
Honestly, no, they made a YouTube video. What video was it? We
Oh.
literally on the podcast we did like a really detailed segment.
Yeah.
Oh, dropping diss tracks on people we don't like. But like ridiculous people.
They nicked that.
Of the 5 people, so we had like Mr. Tumble, like the Queen.
He does deserve it to be
4
fair.
of the 5 they had in their video.
Joking.
They took
So-
our shit, man.
that's when people get to a certain level, it's just like they don't give a shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, well, I'm here, so more people are going to see this, so they're going to assume you have nicked their thing.
Yeah.
Wait, it was
Do you know what I
released
mean?
before. Like,
I have
check
no
the thing.
problem. Like, there's only a finite number of ideas.
That's not
like
true.
create content, but
Put effort in.
exactly.
Yeah,
Like you
try,
could, you
but-
literally.
yeah.
How many? There
Yeah.
are how many billion people on this planet?
Yeah.
A lot of them don't deserve a diss track.
Yeah. A lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
know, there's loads of people to
Daddy
choose from.
Pig was in the list.
Yeah. Fuck you guys.
John
for
Paul
taking
made
that shit. John Pork should have made the list.
John Paul made
I still don't understand.
Neither
that.
do I.
I still
just say it
don't.
to just get with the cool bit.
I-
Gen Zers.
I
Sorry, Gen
saw-
Alphas.
I saw someone there where they got like their younger brother to explain it, and I was
Oh,
like, I've watched
yeah.
this for 4 minutes and I still don't know.
Status family, we're on.
I'm just gonna reel this back to YouTube.
Oh, sorry.
John Pork's
Fair point,
most
Vin.
subscribed in May.
Yeah. Pop off, JP.
We spoke about like live YouTubers,
Yeah.
OG gaming YouTubers.
I've got a big one
Go on.
that I've.
Me too.
Did anyone used to watch? No, you did. Nice. He's on about his penis,
Sorry.
guys. Chris Smooth.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was gonna say
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Will I let it fly?
Let it fly. Chris Smooth. He's
I-
camping.
I can picture him with the machinima intro at the start of every
he was
video.
the person for me.
Yeah,
Hutch.
Incredible. Hutch.
Yeah, Hutch.
Wow.
Yeah, Southeners.
You know, he quit to be an estate agent
He
and he
did.
went back.
And he came back.
Yeah.
didn't he?
Yeah.
The clip-
Hutch is still going just politically on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Like
got-
every time you go on there, what's it called on X? Sorry, it's Spaces.
Sorry, on
isn't
X,
it?
yeah.
Is it
Spaces, yeah.
Every time I open up my Twitter, Hutch is on Spaces like the Democrats are. I'm like, all right, mate.
Settle down, mate.
Yeah. Get your sniper back
Go
out.
play
Where's
some
your
Gary's
Barrett
mod. Let's
50 cal?
Go play
The
some
hid-
Gary's mod proper.
Play with the hidden.
Let's just calm down here. Let's just settle it down.
I've got
Yeah.
a
Go
big
on.
one here.
Go on.
The Yogscast.
Ooh.
That is, they're still doing stuff. Like,
Do you know what? I
rate them.
respect their like grind so
I
much.
do.
They smashed that series out back in the day. They
did.
made.
Shadow of Israel.
I couldn't remember the name of it. Unbelievable.
Memory unlocked.
Yeah.
It was brilliant, and they went in.
Yeah.
They secured the bag.
They did.
Like they got their money, and they went. We just love playing games and having a
Yeah.
laugh, and they just built this company that's just about keeping the lights on.
Yeah.
And they get to just play games with their mates every
So-
day.
And
And they
also
pay people
Dream
to
it,
edit the
absolute
videos
dream.
for them.
Yeah.
And one of the most endearing things about them, every year around Christmas, they do a little Jingle Jam charity thing and they raise like $500,000 every year without fail. And they're
Really nice.
just living life.
Yeah.
Yogscast, if this clip reaches you, we'd love to have you on.
Oh,
Big respect.
Genuinely,
yeah.
mate.
please come on the podcast.
I would love to have Lewis and Simon on.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
actually, like,
We've got Jaffa Cakes as well.
oh, you forget.
He loves Jaffa Cakes. So get involved.
Can you imagine James just sitting there doing that?
Yeah, that'll be a
podcast?
Jamesless episode. That's the thing. We can't
Way
talk
out of
about
depth.
YouTube culture because the man owns an influencer marketing agency, and
It's not his generation.
like he
He is 30.
Yeah.
he was like the OG influencer in that he was a football freestyler, body doubling for Gareth Bale and Messi.
What?
Yeah, but if you said the word Yogscast, he'd be like, "Bless you." He doesn't have. He genuinely doesn't have a clue. Bless him.
Was he big with? Is he big mates with like Daniel Cutting, F2?
Yeah.
Do you remember Achievement Hunters?
Achievement Hunters.
Rooster
yeah,
Teeth.
Rooster
Rooster
Teeth,
Teeth.
yeah.
This is good
That-
back in.
yeah.
This is good back in.
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah. That came to
Yeah.
me when I was
Rooster
yeah.
Teeth, like Red versus Blue.
Yeah.
Red
Halo
versus
Reach
Blue, I
fails of the week.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I love
we,
Rooster
we were
Teeth.
saying about this the other day. With obviously Gav then did Somo Guys alongside
yeah,
everything
yeah.
he was doing, and like I love the fact that he had a channel that was getting 40-50 million views on everything he did, and he's still just plopping into his little office in Austin, Texas, to go shoot videos.
Yeah,
with
playing
them. Like,
Minecraft 360.
he,
like
he just was living the best life.
Yeah.
that era of YouTube, I feel like was the best era ever to be a YouTuber
I
in.
think so because
Like,
everything's new.
Everything's new. The money's like
Money's
there.
hitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Money's hitting,
Yeah,
like,
CPMs were good.
over here, it was like coins and stuff like that. That must have
Yeah.
been a great. I mean, Curtis knows
It
more
was
than
good.
any of us.
Good times.
Yeah.
But that from the outside looking in, from my perspective, it was like Jesus Christ.
But you're like you're a
Yeah.
little bit past that era. You joined like I would say like when you blew up, you were like the latter stages. Like
Mate,
were you
I-
pre-apocalypse or post-apocalypse?
mate, I finished like 2015. I was
Yeah.
like, I did
Oh.
YouTube full time, like 2011.
Oh, so you were the OG
2015.
era.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate, there were times when like, well, I used to have more subs than Road to Shore.
Yeah.
was like
Bit
there was
flexible, all right?
there was a time like
Quite
when
flex.
I've
Yeah, it's good
well,
flex,
it's,
yeah.
yeah, but it's
It's
only
really good,
no,
yeah.
it's literally only because I started my channel so long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't that like I was better than
You're definitely one of the OGs, mate.
Yeah, the OGs, yeah.
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
American
My first
OG
video
shows.
was 2009. The YouTube started in 06, 07.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you make
06.
videos of Rossi HD? Am I
Yeah.
making that up? Yeah.
AJ3, Rossi HD.
yeah,
Rossi
Rossi
HD. What a throwback
Mate,
as well.
I could go here all day with these.
I do love going down like the nostalgia.
Sorry, it's been
memory
such
lane.
a chaotic.
No,
it's
honestly,
lovely.
Yeah,
I
sorry,
think
Greg. Yeah.
this is in my top 24 episodes of the show.
Wow, that is high praise.
Thank you for watching episode 24 of Behind the Screens podcast. Cam, thank you so much for coming on, mate. Genuinely,
Yeah.
it's been a really good laugh.
Before we wrap up,
Yeah.
anything you want to shout out?
Shout out your mum, shout out your dad.
Yeah, Lindsay, Rob, you all right? I guess myself. Can I
Yeah.
shout out
Yes,
myself?
Of
absolutely.
cour's, yeah.
Is that a bit too vain?
No, that's the person.
Give this man more followers.
CamFitz on TikTok, and then on Instagram it's the same, but there's a H at the end because
Why
prick.
H?
some prick has taken my name. It doesn't even do anything. It's just he's taken the handle, so I've got to do
Disgusting.
H at the end. It's just not good enough. And I'm better than you and bigger than you, so hold that. Yeah, CamFitz.
Lovely stuff.
And thank you for inviting me on, fellas.
No,
I
no,
really
What an
appreciate it.
experience.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome back. Genuinely, anytime you're in the city, give us a shout.
Thank you.
We'd love to have you on, and
Yeah.
we'll see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.